I'm Dr. Mark Thornton. I'm a senior fellow here at the Ludwig von Mises Institute. And my talk this morning is 350 years of economic theory in 50 minutes. I'd like to tell you about the whole history of economics, how it developed, who were the important contributors and what they did and when they did it, and what their books were, what were their methods and all the debates that have gone on, who made the big mistakes, who were the crooks, who were the villains. But that would take several months to do that, and we might hit a few low points along the way. So the question is, what can we do in our time here? Well, usually people want economists to tell them how to make money, right? And so that's one of the things we're going to do, is I'm going to show you how money is made. And I'm talking about lots of money, okay, not just a little bit of money. We're going to give away a little bit of money here today, but we're going to be talking more or less, the important thing is really big sums of money, okay? And I'm going to show you how to become an economist in 5 minutes. But before I do that, I want to give you an idea of what the Austrian School of Economics is all about and how does it compare to other schools of economics, and to try to simplify that down to the very basics of economic points of view, because there is a very distinctiveness to the Austrian school. So we're going to look at two views of money in economics. On the one hand, you have the Austrian School of Economics, which teaches about the market economy. On the other hand, you have what you could generally call the statists. And this would include everybody else, the Marxists, the socialists, the communists, the Keynesians, the fascists, the mercantilists, the interventionists, which was mentioned on the movie here earlier, and just about everybody else, who, even those people who might consider themselves market-oriented, but except in their area of expertise. So, for example, we could have a market-oriented economist who worked at the Federal Reserve Bank, but only as long as that economist espoused government control of money and banking. Okay, so everybody else is going to be the statists. Now, the Austrian school is a champion of economic theory and the market economy. We have found that everything that is worth having is produced within the market economy and available to everyone, including money, jobs, security, justice, goods and services. Everything that's worth having is produced in the market economy. In addition, exchange in a market economy benefits all parties and harms none. So if in an exchange of goods or services for money, both parties benefit and no one is harmed. So Austrians find the market process to be not only efficient, but also to be a just system. As such, we are the champions of individual liberty, private property, and honest money. We believe that it is the market economy that produces prosperity and nothing else. The statists, on the other hand, are generally apologists for government intervention and control. For you students out there, and you parents as well, in a typical college course in economics, you will be told all of the shortcomings of the market economy and all the possible government remedies for those problems. Generally, the cry is always for more government intervention to cure various social problems. More government regulation, more government spending, more government subsidies, more government price controls, all across the board. Austrian economists have shown that the social problems that the statists talk about are actually caused by prior government interventions into the economy and cannot be cured with more government intervention. The bigger and more powerful government becomes, the less prosperous the people become. Poverty, unemployment, and inflation do appear in the economy, right? These problems actually appear. People lose their jobs. People have to pay higher prices. People become poor or displaced or homeless, seemingly or appearingly in the market economy. But all of these problems are caused by government interventions that we don't necessarily see, and not the marketplace. Many of you are being homeschooled because of how bad public schools have become. Actually, when government schools were first introduced more than a century ago in the United States, they really weren't that bad. They were thought of very highly, mostly because they were based on schools that had already appeared in the marketplace, so that government was just basically mimicking what people had been doing voluntarily. However, 100 years of government intervention and ever-increasing control over government schools have made these government schools more about indoctrination and very little about education. That's basically the problem. You look back in history, and people thought very highly of public schools at one time. That's no longer the case as the homeschool movement grows ever and ever larger. The Austrian economists are like David, where the statist economists are like Goliath. They are much bigger, they are much stronger, and they control powerful government bureaucracies like the Federal Reserve System. They control all the prestigious economics departments. You might be taken aback by the fact that one of the most market-oriented economics departments